Do you have a backpack in your hallway that has not moved since the last day of school? Or maybe a drawer or containers that are flowing over with pencils and pens and markers and stuff you haven't touched in months, if not years? This is your friendly reminder that it's time to declutter your school or your office supplies, and you only need 15 minutes. My name's Larissa, and on this channel, we make life feel a little bit easier, especially if you are recovering from a brain injury or other illness, or if you are just juggling a lot of things right now. If that sounds like you, you are in the right place. The school year is over, which means that backpacks are full of mystery snacks and crumpled papers. Kids love starting fresh. Just like we get a little thrill when you get yourself a new lunch bag or a new water bottle, especially if we're starting a new job. Kids feel the exact same way about fresh school supplies, and motivation matters a lot. If you don't have kids, I'm right here with you. This is a great time to go through your office supplies. If your home office is anything like mine, there are 12 dead pens and a ton of pencils that I've tried to sharpen before and they always break. And highlighters and markers that are dried out. I got the idea for this episode 50% because my sister was talking about my nephew's backpack, and 50% because for my birthday I got this really cute little basket. It's supposed to have forks and knives and spoons and napkins in it, but I thought this would be an excellent upgrade to my current pen and pencil holder. I've got some glasses, and if you've been here for a while, you know that I knock stuff over, and having glasses that I am trying to grab pencils or other things out of is just a hazard. In order not to get overwhelmed, I am doing this in steps. The first step was to gather together everything. And I have my pen and pencil and marker jars. I've got highlighters that I found in a drawer in my filing cabinet. And then I've got all my backup markers and pens. Pull it all together. If you're doing this with a backpack, dump it all out on the floor, all of it. And you're going to start by collecting any trash. Garbage goes first, and then take a look for the obvious broken crayons, markers with no caps that you just know are going to be dried out. These are not your future. Next, you're going to group similar items together. All of the pens, all of the pencils, all of the highlighters, so that you can see what you're dealing with. You'll be amazed by how many duplicates you've got kicking around. Decide what's truly useful and be honest with yourself. Is having 10 pens available to you really going to help you out in life? Or are you just going to end up with pens scattered all over the place? Here's a tip that helped a friend of mine that I'm implementing today, and I'm going to try it out. I'm going to keep one pen, one pencil, one highlighter. These are going to live in my cute little basket on my desk. I'm going to put the rest into storage. Having one of everything helps her to keep things organized. If you've got only one pen, you're going to be more likely to put it back where it belongs. I'm not going to be quite that strict. I'm also going to have the pencil that I keep with my day timer, so that if I grab my day timer and I'm heading to a doctor's appointment, I've got the pencil in the day timer. Once you've gotten rid of the things that no longer work and you've chosen how many you actually want to keep, you're going to choose what to donate. Gently used supplies, lunch bags, backpacks that are still in good shape. Those can be either donated or listed on Marketplace or passed along to a friend or another family member. My neighbor's car alarm has been going off, on and off, for over an hour now. I just wanted to take a hot second to point out that sirens, alarms, even the faucet dripping can cause agitation. So take it easy on yourself. Two things can be true. It's not a big deal. And it's irritating. When I say no judgment, I really mean it. Because look at this. I have chalk markers Do I have a chalk marker board? No. Have I ever had a blackboard? I don't think so. Why do I have chalk markers? Friends. Oh, it still sounds good though, so it is going to go into the giveaway pile. I haven't really been able to do much sketching since the accident. My head has been kind of grabby. I think I'm gonna let these go. Not the sketchbook that I've actually sketched in. The blank sketchbooks are going. They're going. Now I've got a million billion pencils. Pencil is the new pen. Thank you, Callie. Woo! One fine pencil. This is a lot of pencils. I am getting overwhelmed. So I'm just gonna say to myself, you're doing a good job. Having too many pencils is not the worst thing in the world. You're fine, friend. Take a breath, pick your favorite. 2 pencils is a good number. These are the pencils that my friend Callie got me and I like them. I'm keeping my 2 favorites and I'm letting go of the rest. If you've collected all your stuff and you're looking at it and you're overwhelmed, that's okay. It is overwhelming. Visual clutter is overwhelming, making choices is hard, and you are doing fine. It's okay if you need to take breaks during this project. It truly is. I am looking at these pretty gold and silver markers right now, and I am thinking, ooh, I could keep these. These are so pretty. I'll use them at Christmas. And I bet you I purchased these at Christmas time before, intending to use them in cards. But silver writing in cards is not the best. You're going to want to use a pen anyway. I don't send a ton of Christmas cards anymore, and I don't need these. I am going to make a mental note. At Christmas time, do not buy yourself more kitschy markers like this. I'm going to let these ones go. I'm going to keep one backup black Sharpie. I have one that I use for when I put things into the freezer. I'm going to put a second one in there. These are my favorite pens. They are rose gold. They write beautifully. They feel good. I am keeping 2. I love Doctor Who. That being said, somebody else might love it more and they might actually take the time to refill the ink in the pencil, or it might add to their collection, so away it goes. Clutter grows really quickly in the gap between maybe someday and I'm never actually going to use this again, or I've held on to it so long that it frickin' dried out. And supplies, especially little ones, can take up so much more space, especially mental space, for something so small. Pens tossed on tables, pens that fall down and they're sitting on the floor, and they're just a little pen, but they're visual clutter. They're just one more thing that you have to pick up and keep track of. Letting go of things does not mean that you are wasteful. It means that you're being realistic, and that is powerful. Check it out. My basket. It has 2 pens, 2 pencils, assorted highlighters and colored pens. I've got a couple of memory pencils and a bookmark, and then all the other stuff that I need, a hole punch and my slap bracelets for my list making. And then I've got a ton of stuff to go out of my space. So whether you're going through your own office supplies or you're going through your child's backpack, it's the same process. Dump it all out, bring it all together, get rid of the garbage, group similar items together, whether it's pens versus pencils, or with a child's backpack, it might be things that are markers and creative things, or things that are going to go into the kitchen, like those little freezer packs or little containers that need to get washed out and rescued before they grow mold. And then you're going to decide what's truly useful, what you want to keep, and what's going to be rehomed. And remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You're doing something your future self will be grateful for. And let me know in the comments, what's one thing that you found today that surprised you? For me, it was this. Yep, that is a cat's paw. I love it so much. Please remember to like, subscribe, do all the things that help us here on Facebook and keep you informed when we've got new videos, whether it's 3 quick cleans, 15-minute declutters, or all the other fun stuff we talk about here on the Concussion Crew. Thank you for sticking with me, and remember that you are not alone trying to make life feel a little bit calmer and more organized, one small step at a time. It's okay if you need to take breaks during this project. Take it easy on yourself. And if you have a car alarm, please turn it off as soon as it starts going off.